International thug Vladimir Putin is warning World War III if the United States doesn't back off from Syria. He has gone as far as to order Russian companies, diplomats, and students to return home to the motherland in preparation of this war that will never come. And then there is the claim that Putin is behind the Russian hacks that are trying to influence the American election. Vice President Joe Biden warns of retaliation.
We're sending a message. We have the capacity to do it, and the message will be sent. He'll know it, and it'll be at the time of our choosing and under the circumstances that have the greatest impact.
Joe has never been one to keep a secret. So what does this all mean? Well, if you believe the hype, we are in a new Cold War with Russia. Cold War 2.0, they are cleverly calling it. A new Cold War? Really? Do you even feel a chill? I'm not being facetious here. If there was a Cold War, you would feel it. The first Cold War lasted from 1947 to 1991 and ended with the fall of the Berlin Wall and the USSR. In between, there were some tense moments like the Cuban Missile Crisis that really did bring us to the brink of World War III. And the USSR and the USA amassed immense nuclear arsenals. Children in America were instructed on how to duck and cover in case of a nuclear attack. Buildings came with fallout shelters, and families were instructed to build their own. In my hometown, there was an air raid signal every single day at noon, which I never quite understood, because what if there was an actual air attack? The point is, we were afraid of them and they were afraid of us. We were afraid they were going to attack our shores, our homes. Are you afraid now? It is the height of hyperbole to label what we are going through with Russia right now a second Cold War. If there is any chill at all, it's because we left the window open. In 2013, President Obama infamously drew a semantic red line in Syria, warning Syrian President Bashar Assad not to use chemical weapons against his own people. Bashar Assad did use chemical weapons, and we did not respond with a show of force. It was clear to the world that our nation is war-weary, and our president doesn't want to do anything in response that could be construed as an act of war. Russian President Vladimir Putin noticed our weakness, and a year later, he invaded neighboring Ukraine. Again, we stamped our feet and we yelled, but we did nothing. The next year, Vladimir Putin sent troops and equipment into Syria to support Bashar Assad. He told us to get out. We didn't. But now Russian jets are pounding the city of Aleppo, a rebel stronghold, in support of Bashar Assad. And what are we doing? We're threatening a new round of economic sanctions against Russia, much like we did after he invaded the Ukraine. We'll see how much good that does. The truth of the matter is, the relationship between Vladimir Putin and Barack Obama has always been icy. And Putin knows that President Obama will not retaliate militarily with only a few months left in office. So it's easy for Vladimir Putin to act all bare-chested macho when he knows we're not going to fight back. He also knows his popularity in Russia goes sky high when he attacks America. It would seem that Russians are a little miffed at losing their superpower status and long for the days of Khrushchev's shoe-pounding, in-your-face, we-will-bury-you style. The truth is, we're not afraid of Russia anymore. Those days are long gone, hopefully forever. Yes, there are some foul winds blowing from the east, and it might be getting a little drafty, but another Cold War? I don't think so. At least not yet. And hopefully, not ever. I'm Larry Menti. See you again next week.